well, white towels from the locker room, because you know it was your hand were drenched. When I finished it, it was like, you know, like I'd been in a bath. You know, it was very, very, very humid. So it kind of slowed it down a lot, and I struggled to serve because it wasn't coming off the strings that quickly.
And did they court play differently?
Yeah, because of that, it's heavier, and there's a lot more rallies in that match. I got very few free points from my serve when it did go in, and you know, you can really swing very hard at the ball, and it can, you know, go in the net or it doesn't really go anywhere. It's very different.
And as well as the roof, of course, the new centre court has floodlights. It meant Murray's match didn't finish till after 10:30 at night here at Wimbledon. It doesn't sound like he's the greatest of fans of the conditions under that roof. He needed plenty of towels, plenty of water. But Patrick, judging by the scorching sun here, I doubt Mr. Murray has to worry about the roof later in this week.
Yeah, Alex, here's a question for you. Do you think if he actually does go on and win this year's Wimbledon, we'll actually get a smile from him at any point?
It's funny because that's one of the reasons why it's taken British fans in particular, Patrick, so long to warm to Andy Murray. They're delighted that he seems more talented than Tim Henman. That's no disrespect to Henman. He himself has admitted that the world #4 ranking he achieved was possibly the highest he could go. With Andy Murray, the sky's the limit, really. He's got the potential to challenge Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal at the very top of the men's game. But his demeanour is one of a classic modern teenager. OK, he's in his 20s now, but he was a bit grumpy before and doesn't like all the publicity necessarily, but he's warming to it. He has got a real dry sense of humour under that sort of gloominess. We'll certainly get a smile out of him at the end of the week if he becomes men's champion. But let's look at some of the other quarterfinals coming up tomorrow, Patrick. And Novak Djokovic v Tommy Haas is an interesting encounter. Djokovic, the #4 seed here. Tommy Haas never beyond the 4th round previously. He was the winner at the warm-up event in Halle in Germany before this. And he was sure to give Djokovic a tough time, although Djokovic has reached the final here in previous years. And so is Andy Roddick, 2 times a losing finalist against Roger Federer. He's up against Leighton Hewitt, the 2002 champion, the feisty Australian, unseeded for this tournament because of his slide down the world rankings of late. But he seems to be over his hip injuries and playing better than ever, Patrick.
Alex Thomas, thank you very much. He certainly those Leighton Hewitt encounters are certainly good to watch, that's for sure. Thanks very much, Alex Thomas. We are going to move on, and after a quick break, we'll tell you about a former England cricket captain who decides enough is enough after officially